Oh, chat. So this is the avatar I was talking about. It's probably not going to be used for RP, but it's cute. He's big gobbo. We will have gay Finley time. Look at my little duck. Look at him go. This is Mary. Squishy. Look at her go. Beep, 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 beep. Goat? Well, a goat is an animal. Shan's a goat. Ask her. I think she'll give a better description of a goat. Oh yeah. What's Finley? That's Finley. This isn't Finley. This is no, this isn't a goat. It's a demon. Specifically a demon from the Owl House. A type of demon. I can't really say much without any spoilers, so. Those of the Owl House will understand. No. I'm just showing off the new model that I'll be hanging out in sometimes. You'll probably see me out of character in this. Yes, it's not a goat. Goats don't have tusks, bro. Goats don't have tusks, bro. Where's the tusk? Where are the tusks? Yeah, their demon is short. Yes, King is short. King's a child. King is a child. As a baby. I'm big. I can be big if I want to. Maybe I have tall genes. Oh, this is my favorite part. Sus. Sus. But yeah, I made all these clothes from scratch. I still think there's some weight painting fixes to be done. But I'm pretty proud of it. Sus. It's Among Us. Hello. What is the poly count? So the poly count for this one is the only thing that's making it very poor. It's 74. Where they want you to be under 70k. And then I made a simplified version. So I can go to other lobbies that doesn't have the jacket or some other stuff. And that's exactly 69k. Not exactly 69k. 69k and some change. And that's so I can go to cool ones. This is just a little Sona model. Well, a big Sona model. Yee. I think it's not a bad poly count. Especially considering the base is a little higher poly. You might notice that there's no mouth physemes. That's because in the show, King doesn't like open his mouth when he talks. But there are things that make him open his mouth, like eating. He opens his mouth for eating. So I am gonna have little things to open the mouth. It's not a goat. I'm not a goat. That's Shan. I'm not a goat. I wonder though, how many of you I don't even think I talked about it in the sneaky previews. I wonder how many of you will notice the little tiny references to my characters. Because there's a few. There will be more. Oh. I want to make these glasses wiggle. Old or new? The two that are very obvious are old characters. Frogs for Kara, but also because I just like frogs. It's not a character. It's just a model. I'm just gonna use it to chill. Well, that's actually a little bit. It's a little bit Quillish, but it's really a reference to the show. However, I'll tell you because none of you said it yet. Flora's hair, very similar to Cord's horns, and Quill's glasses. The duck I just thought was cute, but it is similar to Calliope's duck. The duck is Mary. This is Mary. This is Mary and Rose. I love how squishy it is. It's just a little bit squishy. Just a little bit squishy. I got squish bones. You can just barely see it squish a little. There is a receiver to boop the nose that makes the low tongue dip, but it doesn't work when I do it, so I think someone else has to. Hello, Wolf. I'm testing the new model. I'm big and cuddly. Yes, there's a hidden among us. It also, I made sure, as you can see, there's tail coverage. The tail has a little thing for it. I actually raised the pants up a whole lot, so that way the tail would have a little covering. Among Us. Let me get... Orlando? Oh! I hope you enjoy dinner then. I also hope you enjoy Eepy. When you go Eepy. I made an avatar especially for coming to y'all's events, Carrick. This one I have it so it's lowered and it's in the good quality. No, not cute. I'll probably also have to make this avatar smaller for those lobbies though. Unless I want to sit on the floor. I think generally they want you to sit on the couches instead. But I'm big and cuddly. Oh, fancy! Yippee! Well, I intend to try and come tomorrow. Although I might make this avatar smaller. I don't know. What's your opinion? Smaller avatar? Make it small? Little? Regular people size? I feel like I'll be an extension of the RP couch if I'm this big. I can give you a Finley for scale real quick. So here's Finley. This is Finley size. This is, I would say, a little small, but relatively standard RP, like model size. And then big. Yeah. Probably better if I do it here where there's like clear lines. See? Big versus very small. I'll probably try and make it like where it just comes up to that line. Whereas this like goes above that line. So I'll probably make it like a head shorter at least. Cuz I made it big for reasons. But I think it's better for it to be smaller. Cuz you know, at lobbies like that are shows or like special events and things like that, you don't want to like be covering people so they can't see stuff. It's like going to the movies and making your hair real tall. It's not like it's like super bad, but it's kind of inconsiderate. I don't know if I'll make them Finley size. I feel like the proportions will be weird, but I'll still make them smaller. Like about a head smaller. And that will be considerably smaller. A head smaller is quite a bit smaller. I don't like the weight painting on this part specifically. This chain here. Not a fan of that part. But I don't know any other way to weight paint it. It was a part I struggled with a lot. It was like how to weight paint that specific spot. But this is the avatar so far. I intend to add more props and little things to it. But for now I just have a little heartbeat that I can't show you because it's only centered right here. But it's for so people can cuddle. And then I can put on little headphones to signify that I have muffle on. Ooh. And take my bag off. Take off my glasses, my cardigan. Hello, Neff! Hello! Neff, I have a new model. It's a me model. It's not. I don't really intend to use it for roleplay. Which is surprising. I never make models that aren't for roleplay. It felt so wrong. Yee! I always appreciate it when people have them on their avatars. Oh, look, a wolf! Yeah, Neff is normally here lurking when he's here. I'm trying to check where the dog is. What the dog doing? Water. Ugh. Oh, water tastes a bit weird. That tastes a bit weird. That tastes a little off. It is tap water. Suppose that's why. Strange. I think it's because I had Brita water before that. I was out of Brita water. What? No. No. Hello.
Whoa.
It's Big Goblin.
God.
Does the boop work?
Do
Does it not work? No!
I don't think so.
It's supposed to work. I followed the directions. I'll have to check how I set it up exactly on Penny. So I think there's something missing in it.
Maybe
Yeah, no.
Maybe it's like not in the correct spot.
No, it's in the correct spot. I think I just messed up the I think I messed up the animation maybe. Like maybe there's a specific
Also, you look like I can actually 1 second. I have your stream up. Move. There you go. You look like either the most wholesome gay dad or like monster gay frizzle.
Perfect. That's what I'm going for. I added something too, where I've got a little heartbeat if people come close. For good hugs. You have to be close. It's meant to be like for hugging.
Oh my god. Oh, I do hear it. That's very interesting.
I always find it comfy. But I can turn it off so that way it doesn't like annoy people if they get close and they hear it. But that's good. That means it works. Is it loud?
It does work. Let me check.
Yeah, let me turn it on again.
Wait, huh? Why is it? It's like normal, But to
Okay.
be fair, I'm not particularly sensitive to like loud, persistent noises like that. So
Good.
I have to check in with someone who's more tuned.
Eh. Well, I like water taste. I think that this water is just a little weird because it's tap water. I shouldn't be drinking tap water because it's not the best, but I am. I was lazy. I didn't want to set it. I didn't want to fill the Brita water filter and then wait for the Brita water filter to be done. So it is water. And it tastes weird.
Water.
Oh, look what I did, Wolf. Tail collider.
Hmm?
Tail collide with floor,
Yeah.
which means boop 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 boop.
Just a tail popping out. Oh my god.
La criatura. I like how it sticks out at the top. I'm a little creature.
Nope.
I'll fix it. I'm sad it doesn't work. Okay, I gotta be Finley now. It's Finley time. Even though I'm really excited about the new model. I like it a lot.
I think this is the first time they're gonna come in together.
Oh my god. Imagine. Dragon.
Imagine coming together
Well, they already did that.
several times, yeah.
It's a cyberpunk sound effect.
You're going as Pride. You're going as Pride Finley?
Yeah, I like this model a lot.
Hmm.
It's cute. I feel cute. I realized one problem though.
So
I
cute.
can't bird
What?
if I have the hair down because I forgot to fix the animation. So I have to put my hair up before I turn into a bird.
Yeah.
Ready to go?
Yeah.
Whee! Just a normal day in Orlando, Saka. A model went in the ground. Looks like they're gonna say that. I threw up. I threw up. You know what we haven't done in a long while.
Hi. Hello. Hi. Hello.
Oh, I forgot all my little funny memes. I forgot all my little funny memes. Hello. Coffee, I want to show you something later. I got a new model.
Okay. You got a new model?
I
Oh.
finished
Show me later.
it.
By the way, I'm gonna need to find the gator you used for Cordelia a while back, because I
Oh.
want to make my D&D
Yeah, I can send you the thing for it.
Yee.
It even I think has the ability to make it a chonky.
Ooh, Chunky Samuel. Yes.
And there going Skull flying past majestically.
You ready?
Eh?
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Press crow to crow.
Are you sure?
Y'all have a good night.
Town or city?
Island town.
Focus. I think we just wait a little bit.
Pretty much.
Did I show you the other cart, or was that just with Mona?
I was there.
Okay.
I think that you showed me before Mona.
Oh yeah, I did. I remember.
Yeah.
We sat in one of the booths at the end of the night. Mm. That was a fun party.
I'm sorry if it was different.
It was, but it doesn't make it a bad thing. Plus, you were there.
I guess it does help in both directions.
Hmm. Plus, I got to meet some people you know, so. And dance.
Mostly a lot of dancing.
Mostly, yeah. God. You're very good at it.
I try to be.
Even though I can tell what you're doing.
What am I doing?
You know what you're doing.
Do I? I'm not sure exactly
I
what
hope
you
so.
mean, Eyes.
If you didn't, that would be we have a particular issue.
You're not being very clear as to what you mean.
Tried to kill me. And dropping a whole fucking army on my ass.
He's tried
Huh.
doing it to me too, actually, recently, so...
To be fair, we're pretty late, so not a lot
Mm.
of people here.
Be careful. All I have to say
A few people are in the forest, so we should.
I didn't expect that many people.
Yesterday, so I think I'm good.
Although it feels like it's still pretty early. But maybe that's just me.
Yeah. Probably because we came from a party, so.
Mm.
Hmm. Oh, you're taking on the umbrella?
Mm-hmm.
Is it daytime for you? It feels night to me.
It is for me.
Weird.
Weird. That's what I meant by it feels like it's still early.
Oh, I thought you were just being a vampire.
No.
Like, yes, it's only the middle of the night. It's early. That type of thing.
No. I meant it literally feels early.
That is so weird. That has never happened before. The world.
It happens
The
to me
world doesn't
more
have a sync.
often than you think. Nothing I can do about it, though.
Ooh. No. Let's try looking in the deep forest for a second and then coming back out.
Mm.
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 Yeah, nothing. You're just jogging more than faster than usual.
I am technically faster than you.
Technically, yes.
That's why I'm small, obviously. I'm built for speed, not
Oh.
the other stuff. Oh,
Stop.
oh.
I don't know if they're okay. Might as well move
Oh,
here. They haven't seen us.
oh, they definitely saw us.
Yeah, they did.
I just
Well, we
don't
have to leave
think
those two alone.
I just don't think they wanted us to see them necessarily.
That's true.
They're in a more secluded area, very close to each other.
I always think that this path right here is the way to the forest, even though I know it's this path.
Nope.
I was like, oh,
I
should just
don't
go
know
this
where
way.
that goes even.
I've been there. I went there once.
Echo
It has a sign that says, "Do
and
not enter unless you're authorized." But no.
Amanda? I remember her name right now. I don't think it's Amanda. It's with an A though. The security tiefling, green, very nice, very pretty. So deep forest then.
Yeah, for a little while. I don't want to get lost or anything.
Mm.
Just look personally.
I mean, if we do get lost, I can always chew.
Fly.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I can't pick you up still. Maybe if you get one of these, then I could. Actually.
Deep forest, I'm gonna cry. Yippee, time to get lost.
Should not be your aim.
Hmm?
Yeah, I want to time to get lost.
She sounds sarcastic about it, so I don't think she necessarily wants to.
Hmm. Damn, they're fast.
Mm.
Around the corner that quickly.
They are running, to be fair, which we are not. We could run.
No. It would be kind of hilarious if we ran though.
Yes.
I think you can actually run full speed. If I remember correctly, you run into things.
Uh-huh. That I've managed to somewhat have control over. But if I run as fast as I possibly can, then I run into things. And then I break bones.
It might be a mental trick considering how well you did during our times together.
That's different.
How is that different?
I have actual practice in that.
Well, practicing muscle control in any effect and any type of medium extends to the other ones, same muscles.
It also, though, kind of only really seems to happen when I'm intentionally trying to push myself. or intentionally trying to hurt someone or defend myself.
Oh.
So maybe it
The
is a
adrenaline.
mental trick.
It might be the adrenaline.
Maybe. I think that there's
Wait,
some
you
amount of
never used adrenaline?
adrenaline in.
Oh my god. I cherish the moments where I can make you turn red. Happening less frequently as we get used to each other.
It'll get harder and harder.
Oh? Well, that I knew.
I think that that has a finite amount.
Yeah, we found out the finite amount in 36 hours.
Mhm.
Don't. I don't see anybody.
Nope.
You want to go further down?
I feel like normally when I see people, they're near the water, so we could check there and then head back.
Okay.
The water is generally this way, I think. Generally. I feel like if I keep
No.
going this way, then eventually I find water. Most times.
Eventually.
Eventually.
Yes, the continent needs to end at some point.
Mm-hmm.
If you go in any direction on our planet or on this planet, you eventually reach water.
It's true. At least if you go for long enough. So there's this rock wall, and then I think that way is the, like around it,
Fountain?
the water.
Is it a lake or a river?
I think it's a river. A lake? I think it's a lake. There's a lot of, like, ponds here, and then there's a big lake that I think is a lake, but I'm not remembering right now. A large body of water. Maybe it's the sea? I don't think it's the sea. Well, it could.
We'll have to check a map at some point. Is Orlando Saka a port city?
I know that there is the ocean in Orlando Saka, but I don't, or not Orlando Saka, in Japan or Florida, but I don't know if Orlando Saka has a port.
Yeah, it's a.
I know at least
I would be very
that
surprised if.
it isn't so much a port, like there's not a port here, but whether or not that's the ocean is still undetermined.
Oh, I see water.
Mm-hmm.
That looks like a lake.
I think it's a lake. I really do.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Yeah,
look
no,
anywhere.
it's a lake.
Just a single body of water. Yeah, it's a lake.
It's a big lake. That's the big lake, and then there's a smaller pond over there, I think. Generally,
People congregate when they're in the deep forest.
I think so. I think it's
It's a
easier.
very big cherry blossom.
Mm. I think it's just easier for people to get together here. Because you keep walking and then you
Well,
find
yeah,
water. The landmark.
Yeah, it's a landmark. Oh, I see. There's a outpouring over there. That might lead like the ocean or something.
Maybe. Maybe this is a cove. That's a big
What's the
tree over
difference
there too.
between a cove? That's what I said. Oh yeah, that's a big tree. Oh,
I
I
guess
was gonna ask, what's the difference between a cove and a bay?
what's the difference between a cove and a bay and a fjord?
Fjord has mountains encompassing all the water.
I don't know the difference between a cove and a bay.
Well, I have something to look at.
I'm not a
I don't.
big water person, and I've written some books about water-faring races, but those were a long time ago, and I don't remember all the details. I actually don't remember that much about some of my earlier books because my memory fades.
I wonder how that. I wonder how it would be to read a story that you wrote as your younger self.
Well, I'll probably end up reading it and then noticing errors and being upset about it.
It might be also. I don't know if you had like regular access to any of the underwater races, like research.
I don't.
They,
I'm
might, like,
sure.
make it now.
I'm sure there's a lot more inaccuracies with those, especially. I can only go off of more witness accounts and the few that I can talk to. I can't really go and watch them because I still need to breathe.
True.
Technically.
I feel like you might need to invest in some like underwater breathing apparatus or potion spell.
I know that there's a few herbs I could eat.
Hmm.
But and I know you can turn those into potions, but I don't know how to make potions.
Bro,
Mm. Seems like it. Gone now.
rechecking if I was still behind you.
Mm-hmm.
Suddenly I vanish and you enter a slasher film. You are the pretty one that has sex. Usually those die.
I'm also not a virgin. So.
That's also true.
I think we would absolutely be the ones to die making out in the slasher film.
We're also both not human, so.
Yes. Technically.
Oh, there's Amanda.
But where's Echo?
You waved at someone.
Hmm. Are you looking for someone in particular?
You guys, actually.
We were right in front
How'd
of
you
you.
not notice this? Yeah, I was about to say, how'd you not notice this? So I blend in with the trees.
I saw something fly overhead, so I was looking for that first.
There's a
There's a crow, I think.
crow or a raven. It could be
Oh.
Raven or crow.
corvid.
True.
The reason why I knew you guys were in this area is because I saw you walk this way.
Mhm.
From the top of where it
Okay.
I was talking to Echo.
Oh, there's someone over there.
I think it's the same one. Or do you mean there's someone? Like a person?
Yeah, I was saying that.
Ah.
I thought I saw someone walk over a hill.
I saw the Horrid.
Wait,
What happened to Echo?
where's Echo?
Huh?
Where's Echo?
Echo went home.
I figured.
That's unfortunate.
Why?
Very well. I'd like to talk to him. I haven't talked to him in a
No.
couple days.
He was tired, and I was already keeping him longer.
I
Mm.
noticed.
Well, we're heading back. Unless there's more people you know of in the deforest that you know where they are.
No, I was specifically looking for Finley, because I didn't see
Right.
you.
I guess you
Well,
are too green.
I blend in with trees. What are you?
Me too. Can you see me?
Well,
Yeah.
no.
There's a lot of leaves, though. I don't think I could see anybody if they're up there.
I think the only thing that I could
Yeah.
blend into maybe is snow.
Snow on a bank, like behind, like the blue sky, with like a branch on the ground.
By the way, I do need to talk to you guys about 2 nights ago.
Okay.
5 things that I shouldn't be there for?
What's there?
I feel like that's Skull.
Walkabout.
Sure, I guess.
I feel like that's Skull.
Just
Skull
the way
or
I
is it
woke
someone
up
else?
was less than pleasant.
Did Mona do something?
Who are you? Who are you? It's not Skull.
Hold on.
I couldn't see.
It is Skull! Yes! I'm so smart! I can tell who you are, even if you're not talking. I knew it. I could sense it. I could smell it.
She's not exactly a very trusting person.
Like, don't have her watch over me again, please. I don't know what the fuck the point of that was. I told you everything. And
She told
should've
me
always-
everything. Doesn't mean she believes it.
Well,
That's up to her.
I would just like to, not be wrapped up like a mummy, preferably.
I can
Or,
talk to her
I
about
can
it.
just not go on the 14th anymore.
No, I'd rather not do that.
I would
Unless
rather
you're gonna
not
figure out
get.
a way to
I'd rather not
tie
get
yourself
wrapped
up
up
and then
in.
release stuff.
No, because
Which
I'd be able to untie myself then.
Mona is one of
Skies?
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh.
Big bug above us.
Big what?
Big bug.
Well, don't call its attention.
Yeah, we should leave. Yeah, we're on our way out.
We're currently under coverage, so it shouldn't notice us. Unless it has very keen smell. Then we're fucked. But
Some bugs. Well, some bugs do.
depends on the bug. I can't always just pick you both up, though.
Might wanna
Just
run.
run really fast.
True.
Why the fuck is it following us?
The bug,
Because it's a predator and an insect.
and we're small
Ugh.
and tasty.
It's determining whether or not we're worth it. We're in a group of people. It's kind of hesitating.
Actually, I don't know if I
Sloth.
would be tasty. It might taste terrible to it.
Aged meat.
Mm.
Aged meat can taste very good, fried correctly. To be fair, I know that from firsthand. But back to
That's
the
a
topic at hand.
person.
Huh?
That's a person.
That's a person?
Up there.
All the way up there.
It's just a person.
Straight up, basically.
They're so high up, I can't even click them.
Back to the topic at hand.
Mona is one of the handful of people that I actually genuinely trust.
Who,
I'm not trust
who are you? Who are you?
a lot of people to do what.
There's a coat. A
I was
red,
gonna hazard a guess the reason that she did
some,
that.
like they've got a red
She knows her
object.
as well as I do, and she was worried.
You know, it just would have been nice to be able to at least somehow signal to get out of that. What the
That
fuck?
is actually.
Hmm?
That is actually fair, and I will talk to Mona about that.
I told you there's a person.
I don't see it either. What do you see?
It's very.
The person. They're up there. Nah, it's not a Pokemon. A person shaped. No wings either, so it's some kind of levitation, probably. Or air magic.
There's no
Probably.
wings.
They have a sword.
Look,
Regardless.
either way, just
I
would
have them
like to,
friended.
You know,
We can come up with a
Once
solution
I'm-
system.
Who are you?
Also, to be
Well,
fair,
who are you?
genuinely,
Fun.
I'm assuming that when you were under, you would also know the signal.
Understand.
So it kind of defeats the purpose of the signal.
I don't know. Couldn't tell you. But like, it's kind of hard. Like, I can understand the like, you know, need to like gag just in case I know any innate magic, or I'm able to pull some shit out of my ass. It's like, I don't know.
No,
The fuck
that's
you
not
want from
actually the
me?
reason why that's not the reason I gagged you.
What was the reason then?
I didn't want you antagonizing Mona, because she can do a lot of damage if you got angry. She's an emotional elemental, technically. That's what ghosts are.
True.
Either way, then I guess to talk to, I don't know. Maybe you can ask Echo or someone else, so I don't get gagged.
Would you actually be okay with Echo?
I guess the question would have to be if Echo's okay with it.
And if Echo could actually
But-
handle you if you got out. If anything, I could always... I could take over watching you if you'd be comfortable with me.
Well, yeah, I was about to say.
I know in the very least that I can stop you from doing anything.
I mean, if you really would want to, it's fine by me, but if I'm under and get out, which I shouldn't, given how Eyes does things, then I'd prefer not to get punched through a wall.
I won't punch you.
I'm not as durable as Eyes.
And I didn't punch him through a wall. Yet. And technically it wouldn't be punching, because if I punched him, again, fist through, I threw him into a wall.
I was about that. Me. And then I threw him.
Mhm.
And then we kind of just threw each other.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to take that, you know.
Yeah, no.
I would probably, I would literally probably just disintegrate.
Yeah.
I don't think you would disintegrate. I think it would just crumple.
Crunchy.
I don't do that.
Crunchy.
Everyone's crunchy on the inside.
Huh?
Mm. Except for slimes. Slimes aren't crunchy.
Yeah,
They're
They're
slimy.
squishy.
unless they ate someone.
Damn.
Either way, I wouldn't take it as well as either of you. So, yeah, I'm fine with you. With how eyes ties me up, it shouldn't be a problem. So, like, it should be no problem.
So Eyes is good at tying people up. Noted.
Yes.
True. Both of you.
I haven't gotten that yet.
experiences. Alright. Our continued search for people.
Oh,
Uh, not, and
I
it
mean, there's one
includes
there.
you. People we know.
Right
I
there.
think that's just a
Oh.
bird.
Well, you said people in general, so look, I'm gonna point out any person possible. All right.
I'm gonna quote to you what I said to Rama the handful of times I ever talked to them. Don't be a pedantic fuck.
Oh. Since you'll probably hear about it eventually, I want you to give Echo a deadpan response whenever he tells you this. But he and I went on a date today. It's kind of fun.
We noticed.
Congratulations.
Shut up, and I.
I guess maybe you will be carrying someone
Damn it.
around.
Or they carry you
Maybe.
around. To be fair, they are a bird.
True.
Well, they can't fly yet.
Huh?
Echo can't fly. They
It's
can
actually different
glide.
when you told me.
He can fly for 30 seconds.
That just means he probably needs to work on it. It is honestly pretty hard to fly. Flying is hard. It took a long time for me to learn. Then again, I don't have
I can't do it.
the same instincts, but, you know.
I can make you fly. The landing's the hard part. Come on, not even a smile.
I can make you fly.
Anything anybody wants? What's your story?
No.
Okay.
Really do be quiet.
Only thing I can think of is there's the park over there, and then the
We could go to the city, yeah. It's where the quietest part of the city is stranger this downtown.
strange that, huh?
I mean, I don't blame them, but
I think it's
it
about...
makes it harder for me to go unnoticed. You know, I can't exactly climb shit and get away with it.
No.
Just
Then again...
Just if you're ever in a park, just do this. Be a tree.
Then again, I do see a lot of people climbing things more often than you think.
It's
Probably more
apparently
often
there's
it's
a lot
legal.
of broody people here.
Yes.
So I think that it's they're all trying to be cool protagonist types.
Isn't that what you're trying to do?
You're both of those things.
I'm neither.
Do you do not sit on rooftops?
I do.
Hello? Oh, hello again. You know everyone else is.
I don't think there's many other people left, Eyes.
Oh.
I don't know.
I think we're the only ones in the park.
Very well.
There's something new.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows?
I'm going to the new thing.
Hall of Madness this time?
Oh.
Cosmic 10 minutes to watch the end. Oh my god.
I like this.
Oh yes.
This is wonderful.
I like this.
It's yours. It's your aesthetic. Look, you match it.
Aesthetic?
All you need is New Balances. All you need is New Balances, and you're perfect. Maybe a golf club set over there.
If I hit any type of golf ball, it's gonna go that way. And then not stop. Actually, is there
Okay.
you know, I haven't checked. I should look for an orcish golfing course. I want to know if it's bigger.
I've
That'd be pretty
actually,
funny. Okay.
I don't know very much about golf, and I've never tried it. I don't really try sports.
I don't know anything about it either.
Oh,
I'm not a
there's
sports guy. Hi.
Oh. Hmm. You want to just stay here, or you want to go to the city?
Up to you. This is a little more cut off, so if there's someone you want to see that might be here, then you probably won't end up seeing them.
True.
Well,
How about we just go to the city and then?
Echo all left.
Mm.
Most of the MMR people left already. Yeah.
Oh. We can check around the city. Do you know if they left? Did they say like, "Oh, we're going to leave," that type of thing?
Yeah, they said they were gonna go.
We are
check
here
in for the
late.
night.
They tend to leave earlier.
It's all because we went to that party. It was a fun party though.
Oh, party.
Pride party, right?
Mhm.
That's what it's called. That.
There's a lot of celebrations I tend to go to during the month, so I've invited Eyes to 2 of them so far.
Yeah.
One was kind of a block party situation. The last one was a smaller bar. Although it was very packed.
Yeah. The first one I only got hit on 3 times.
Mm-hmm. You're kind of something a lot of them want.
Green.
Tall.
Muscular.
Nice ass.
True.
You're. I've heard tusks are really in this time of year.
I've seen it, I would know.
True. As many times as you try to tell me, I believe the same for you.
It's not that mine isn't nice, it's just there's not much of it. There's basically nothing.
So that's what makes it so impressive.
It's almost
Something
negative.
So little.
More ass to go around.
I do think this would be a good
Is for
place
Eyes'
to,
side.
like, organize a meetup, though.
True.
I would
Actually,
agree.
next time we make plans,
We could put something on the message board.
True. Alright, how about we check out the city and then we come back here if there's no one?
How late do you guys plan on staying up?
As late as I need to.
Fair enough. Well, you were just at a party all day. I'm just asking.
True, but also.
True, but also.
God, you're the child in the back of the classroom, aren't you?
That would require me to have memories of where I sat in the classroom. I don't think I have those.
Wait, didn't you go to the seminar? Where were you in the classroom?
I was in the
there.
back.
Freaking
I sat in the back on top of. No, I'm not the protagonist. I mean.
No, the protagonist doesn't sit in the back.
In the fourth row. No, I
Oh,
sat in the
that's true.
fourth
Actually,
row
what-
next to the window.
Mm-hmm.
So no,
That's
yes.
the protagonist.
Actually, that's very protagonist. That's the protagonist.
I didn't mean to sit there. I didn't mean to sit there because it was protagonist energy bullshit. Full well that I sat there because I was one of the tallest people in there. I wasn't the tallest. There's someone way bigger, but
Was it the fish lady?
yes.
Yeah, I met her a couple times.
Oh wow.
That's like one of the tallest.
There's a
people
whole
up there.
patio up there too. It's a
Yeah, I know, but I
surprising
don't think I
place
can
for
go
a
there.
patio. Well, no, it's an apartment building. So I don't think it's really open to guests. But it's still interesting to see a patio on top of a building.
Yeah.
Not bad, but
It's
just
a
interesting.
community space.
Wonder if they have community gardens here.
A garden to go with the patio?
Mm.
That would be nice. Alright.
You don't
Pirates
have
of the
rooftops,
train. No, I don't.
which
Well,
is
the
unfortunate.
Burrow does.
Well, maybe when I get an apartment, I'll get one in the borough.
That sounds like an issue and a half. Oh, the hassle and a
Say that again?
Maybe when I get an apartment, I'll get one in the borough.
Oh my god. There were so many confused orcs.
Why?
Because it's an orcish apartment.
Uh-huh.
Everything's gonna be bigger, including the door.
Yes. It'll also be more sturdy, though. Which is good for me.
You probably actually have an
And
easier
once they
rooftop.
see you consistently coming in, they'll probably be less confused.
True. You might be able to get a rooftop though, because usually there's more down.
Mm.
Mm.
Want to have a fire escape and everything.
Yeah. I could be a superhero and meet you in the fire escape.
Mm-hmm. Kirby does the map, I think. Is the seat taken?
No. I successfully trained you.
Train?
Oh.
Is that what you're doing?
Maybe.
Right.
You trying to tame me?
Just wait, you'll be barking on command this time.
God.
Careful, my
No, I'm not into that. True.
Who knows? Tastes change, eyes. I like how I never thought I'd be remotely asking a feathered harpy man on a date, but I did.
Mm-hmm.
Good on you. Takes a lot of courage.
You're being sarcastic, aren't you?
No, not at all.
Uh-huh. Can't tell with you.
To be fair, Finley asked me, so.
Mm.
Hmm. You do seem like the type that's too scared to ask.
No.
I think I just did it
No?
first.
Hmm.
And technically, we still haven't been on that.
No. We've been on 13
Not
not
dates.
dates.
Mm-hmm.
A bunch of not dates, a bunch of not fucking.
Well, one is
decided it's not a
one
date.
would be a date, and the other would be a not date. Just like presently, we're not boyfriends, as opposed to being boyfriends.
Mhm.
Like, question for you:
Makes sense.
if two people who can be attracted to each other hang out, is it automatically a date, or is it only a date when those two people decide it's a date? You know I'm not
I
wrong.
see your point. I see your point.
Mm-hmm. Your point is valid.
Logic is infallible.
So, Echo and I beat you guys to a first date.
Yes.
Technically.
But we beat you to a not date. You didn't even do one.
This is true. We didn't do a not date yet.
So uncivilized. You didn't go through 10 or 12 not dates before you went on a date. You didn't even fuck each other first.
Not following proper courting procedures. Did you even
Oh yeah.
give them a handkerchief? Practice fan language? Flowers?
No. You think I have those skills? No. You should be there in like a few seconds.
Yeah.
And if we don't find anyone, I'll probably leave you two to have your nice night in the park. Okay?
Very well.
Since you guys don't exactly need me guarding you.
How was that, by the way?
What, guarding them?
Yeah.
They had Wolfram. I technically wasn't needed.
Because you aren't needed doesn't mean you aren't wanted.
Also, who knows? Maybe he
Oh.
needs guarding.
You can do. You are easily able to protect our
Yeah, that's
damsel in
pretty.
distress. Doesn't mean he won't rip someone's throat out on your behalf.
Those two things aren't mutually exclusive.
It's true.
It's still not.
And
secure.
also, I was specifically teasing that maybe he needed protection from me. That was a joke.
True.
Well, I missed the joke then.
I'm being stalked by a feral vampire.
Oh no.
Oh, I'm feral now. Is that why you're
Let
taming
me
me?
protect you.
What do you mean? I've seen you. 20 hours in.
That's different.
Oh.
Yes. Human is received. Yeah.
Mm-mm-mm.
Oh.
Come on.
Okay. Wow.
You'll have me all night.
Oh my.
That's not long enough.
I'm aware.
Oh yeah, you need 36 hours.
At least 4 hours. That's the bare minimum.
Oh, I thought 36 hours was the bare minimum at this point.
No, I think any more than that would be difficult.
Yes. That's when you have to start,
Possible, but very difficult.
I think this is a bar, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
See anybody?
No one.
Check the coffee shop. Done.
This is a sacred
Really?
booth.
Yes, it is. I will
What do you
say
mean,
though,
yes it is?
that's where we sat all over. That's where we always sit.
Back over there?
Yeah.
That's where both of you sit all the time.
What the few times that we've gone to this bar, we've always sat at that table.
Like, back in the corner there. Or
Yeah,
here.
Well-
last time me and Finley, I sat here and he sat on top of me.
Crazy, because
Clover sat here.
Vincent and I sat right here, and then Echo and I sat right here.
It's
Yeah.
just the MMR
Then
booth.
Wolfram
It's just-
and Wolfram and Keith, they were I think right there, and then it was Daisy and a couple others. Met a
I still
werewolf.
feel like
Oh, hi, Cornell.
I feel like this booth might be better though.
Mm.
Like this set of booths.
Yes.
It might be
I
better.
actually like that booth more, but the only reason why I think that one is technically better is the
Just 'cause there's more
proximity to the
seats.
door.
Oh, you're
People-
right.
When people
You're
walk
right.
in, they're gonna hear you immediately.
It's true.
That's understandable.
Oh. Alright. Here. You saw Keith
There's the
and Wolfram
cafe.
over there.
Hmm?
They're good.
Okay.
I smoked Tuesday for a little bit. That was interesting. I broke one of my rules. Can you believe that? I broke one of my rules. I'm not as much of a stiff anymore.
I had to prevent myself from making a very bad joke.
Oh,
It doesn't look like anyone from MMR is here anymore.
Yeah, I think they're gone. Oh. You're very pale. Jeez.
this is the skin of a
That's
killer
very
eye.
rude.
Let's leave before the insect starts running.
I think I'm going blind.
Oh. I know I'm pale,
I'm
but
not blind anymore.
that's ridiculous.
No one's over there. Okay.
I didn't even know you
Where
could
does that
walk
go?
over there.
Yeah, that's where
Wait, that's a good question. There's also a door there.
Oh, they added the
Yeah,
hospital.
there's also the
Down, like,
mall
right there.
here.
There's so much shit. Can we go explore that?
Sure.
I think we can all make the drop.
We do have to be careful around the library. It has big warnings about being
Around the
quiet
library?
around the entire area.
Also,
Also,
yes, we can all make
I
you
can make-
this jump?
I can make that jump.
Yeah, I can make this jump.
I
can make
think.
that jump.
I can make the jump if I'm over here.
Just in
Are you gonna
case.
slide down? Like, please
I
don't
kinda
stab the
need
building.
to.
Don't stop the building. There's
Okay,
cameras.
I'll do it slower. So this is a door. This is another bar.
Is that another bar? I like this way
This-
more. What the fuck?
This is
Right.
Still
I
bright
feel
though.
like I'm in a place called Mondstadt for some reason.
Put your nerd away.
Are you sure you like this more, Eyes?
I like the aesthetic more, but
It is
not
It's very-
not the lighting.
well, it's
The lighting's
also
very
You know
rough.
what I mean?
Ooh,
You were very
ooh,
pale in here too.
Okay.
I got stuck. This.
Oh, I didn't notice the seats. Oh, never mind.
This is small for me.
Let's go.
Actually. That's small for me.
Hmm. It's maybe it's made for halflings.
Maybe.
Maybe.
They do have a pool.
God. The pool's normal size though, which is interesting. But if you look at the table though, it looks like it was made by Munchkin Land. I believe those sell like hot treats.
There's a hospital.
This is where we ran into Swolax.
Mm-hmm.
I want to look at those two buildings before we go any further this way.
Okay. You wanna that's a hospital, I know that. Didn't go in there. But there is one right there.
What?
I was waiting for Finley.
I mean.
Hmm?
Oh, okay. We can
I'm
go
going
here.
there. Jaywalking. What the? There's an entire other area?
I think this is where the
The hell?
Pokemon gym is supposed to be, but they're still working on it. It looks like.
Well, yeah, it's under construction.
There's like
There's
four more
another-
buildings in here.
There's another Pokemon Center.
What the
which I didn't know about.
fuck?
Well, it would make sense for them to have another Pokemon Center in the here
Gym?
near the gym and also
From what
in the city
from
versus
what
over
I
there.
read- From what I read about it, usually there are Pokemon Centers in the gym versus next to it.
Mm.
I don't like it in there at all. No,
Oh,
like this.
Is this
I
a
don't
portal
like this at
station?
all.
it says transport station,
Yeah.
so probably.
So this, yeah, I think this.
I don't like this, guys.
Big
Yeah,
portal.
this is where people. I think this is where people go to different planes or areas that are much farther
I
away.
see.
No
Okay.
idea. I don't
I'm
know
not-
much
I'm not
about
a fan
portal
of it,
magic.
though. Wait, there's more?
Oh,
Shrine.
This is a shrine.
What a shrine.
What have Kisei seen this? I
Mm.
like to go into it. Try not to desecrate anything. I don't want an angry spirit after you.
I know. I've been to shrines before, Eyes.
Yeah, it has the
Well, I don't
same
know.
symbol.
Okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's not like
How would I
have
know that?
shrines it's not like I have shrines just like that back home. Also, that place is very dangerous, actually. That's actually one of the few places that people could probably get to me.
Mm.
If they're smart enough. Interesting. Also, I found a little yellow bug that kept saying Joltik earlier.
That's a Pokemon.
That's Pokemon.
I've
so-
been learning
Very-
from the game. You
From the
showed
game.
me.
Okay. Alright.
I'm trying really
Okay.
hard to
Sure.
actually
Still
learn
need to play
things.
Minecraft.
Uh-huh.
I'll set up a server later.
Block game.
There's a house.
Okay.
I don't want to go. These are apartments.
I'm gonna take a look anyways.
Hope I can still. Okay.
Well, it might be a lobby.
True. They also haven't come out yet.
Mm. You're the security man.
What the hell?
I don't know what just happened. You're the security man.
It is a lobby.
There's more.
I assumed.
Hold on. I don't want to break into this person's house. That's the bathroom.
Please
You
don't
go in
break
here.
into
But there's an
people's houses.
elevator. There's an elevator. I'm gonna go to floor 2.
The elevator is bullshit.
Oh no.
Human elevators.
Okay.
Hmm?
It's just a hallway with apartments.
That's
really curious to break
generally
into
what
one.
apartments are.
Don't break into an apartment.
I'm gonna
That's
go for
illegal.
I break you out of jail. Oh, done.
That's illegal. This is technically
here.
your job to
God
deal
damn
with.
it. I really want.
True.
I-
Did you break into
I
an
won't-
apartment?
Mm, mm, mm,
I could have just walked in. They would have never known.
mm,
It doesn't make it better, but I'm glad you didn't break into the apartment. Oh, there's another grocery. Convenience store. God, I can't grocery.
Again, one would think that they would have those. Considering
This
two
is-
different areas.
Yep. Yeah, I know, right? These sell the
This
same
one's not
families.
manned.
It's probably a chain.
Probably.
Also, it's also these things have screens now, so I'm assuming.
Wait, they have screens now?
Mm.
Oh. No, but the one in downtown also has the screens.
Maybe that one also has self checkout, but also is manned, and this one's just has self checkout.
Shush. Too much logic, eyes. Too much logic. I feel like there should be someone behind the counter.
You can go behind the counter. You can work here. Don't actually go behind the counter.
Ooh. Wow. Wow. This is so cool. You can't
You know the
see what I'm
camera saw
doing.
you. You know the camera saw you turn invisible.
So?
Right?
They don't know
They
where
know.
I am. They have no clue where I am.
I can probably tell by your
I could try to
voice.
boss it if I wanted to.
That's one way to tell them where you are.
You want anything? Chips.
Alright.
More. Mwah. That's what I want.
Okay.
The cameras don't have microphones. That movie looks horrible.
He's walking by the sand.
Do you want anything?
No. We can get something after if you wanted to.
Mm.
Were you gonna say something to me, Eyes?
I thought I did.
You didn't. Well, you said he's on the sand, but I thought you were gonna say something serious. Like I was in trouble for doing what I normally do. What, do you not like my habits? I won't get
Yes.
caught. That's the whole point.
Anybody who fully believes that they won't get caught while doing something is the most likely to get
Okay.
caught.
Okay, please. I'm not gonna succumb to hubris.
Bread.
going in hospital now?
I'm on a high right now.
Why are you going in hospital? Okay.
You gotta double check, guys. You gotta double check everything.
Why?
Just so you know where everything
In
is.
this particular case. Well, yes, I know that's the hospital.
I don't know. Always gotta double check. Also, where was the library you said?
That way. See?
That
Danger.
way?
This is
Librarian.
Danger Librarian.
What?
I want you to be
Why?
quiet.
Oh, but at the cost of my life?
I don't
Mm,
know.
I've heard interesting things about the librarian. I
Wanna go?
think they might be interesting. Non-human for
Probably
sure.
not. Wait. Leaving.
Hmm.
You wanted to go see the librarian. Saying we're leaving. Oh, there's an ATM over there. Oh. Starlit Dreamers.
Oh?
Oh.
Keep going. Wait, there's more.
Yeah, but there's no one here to
No.
man it.
There's also a desk here.
So this is probably a waiting room and they want people to not go in.
One minute. Oh, popcorn.
Mm. In a convenient machine.
Yes.
I assume we disappointed her.
Yeah. I haven't been with her in the city yet.
To be fair, when we're not here to witness it, she can do whatever she wants. But if we're actively witnessing it, then that's different.
Where'd she go?
No idea. They should really have more convenient crosswalks. Like,
I know, right? This is an obvious exit. Should be a crosswalk right here.
I guess because there's not an obvious entrance into the other area.
I guess.
Somebody's popping in Big Melvis's ear.
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh, is that normal?
Not no.
Hmm.
Happen.
See? It's not Melvis.
Mm.
Oh, mama.
Spooky ghosts. Spooky green ghosts, probably.
Gringos. Also, I'm pretty sure that's an.
That's what I mean. Green.
Right? Yes, I know.
Having fun?
Of course. Why wouldn't I be having fun?
I don't know. Question: can you see your own body?
Like this? No.
Yeah.
I just have to know where everything is.
I feel like you'll trip
Well, generally speaking, you know where all your limbs are.
Yeah.
all the time.
But do you think I'm numb in all my legs? That's hardly fair. I feel like I'm slightly insulted that you don't think someone like me would have full control over my limbs.
It's not whether or not you have full control, it's whether.
I don't need to see my hands.
Well, if you reach out for something, usually you have a visual reference of your body, but
Yeah. And I'm gonna prove to you right now
Bingo.
that my hand is on this pole, no problem. Ta-da. Does that disprove your point?
Oh, wow.
not
A
particularly.
perfect
It just
seat.
means you're more coordinated. Yeah. Thank you. I grew it myself.
Did you?
Yeah, it took a long 20-something years.
Mm. Clearly carefully taken care of.
Are you gonna wait? Are you gonna wait for this to get to the exit that you're getting off of?
No, I'll go with you guys, and I'll get on the other train to go back.
Okay.
I mean, this doesn't take us back all the way. This train specifically.
Mm-hmm.
You have to get on the other train. And besides, I feel like I stress you out when in cities.
If
Only-
I witness you doing something, then I have to do something about it.
It's
And if you see it,
technically mostly your job, but I still feel some responsibility.
You're our department head, so technically it is.
Uh-huh.
Also yours.
But they're not technically a part of my department. Hello.
Hello.
hello. You guys are no fun.
Did you want us to feel scared?
Sticklers for the rules.
I've broken plenty of rules in my day.
Oh, but yet you wouldn't let me enter into the mysterious dark void or break into an apartment. I wasn't gonna steal anything, I was just curious what it looked like.
What if you
I'm
broke
not-
into an apartment and there's like a.
Listen, I'm not scared of enforcing of law. However, I am actually genuinely worried about Mona and what she would do about that situation.
True. Or Vincent. Or me.
Whatever, if I get fired, I get fired. It's not like
I'd
I'm
rather you
really,
not.
it's not like I'm really working to work for Mona or Vincent.
What are you working for?
Selfish reasons, but I also am not very pleased with either of them, so... They're the last motivators.
Mm. Still, I'm sure there is some people here that do motivate you. At least I would hope.
A few of you.
I'm still getting to know you, so.
I know you better than I knew Vincent, and Vincent was just trying to get in bed with me. And I stayed at his apartment for a while. Not important. Although, whatever. It's not important.
If it's something you wish to talk about, then it's important. But if you don't feel comfortable with it, then you shouldn't.
But it's not important.
Importance is relative.
It's not gonna be talked about.
It is. Also, if it is affecting you, then it's important.
Whatever. Mona really broke my trust.
How so?
What? I was awake for 8 hours. Not able to move.
Okay.
Or signal that I was back. I don't want to do that again.
What is important when dealing with situations, and I am sorry that that happened, is to understand what the person's knowledge of the situation is, and also their intent.
I don't know what her intent was. I don't know anything. She wouldn't speak to me.
Yes. I know her intent. I know that her intent is to help me. Her intent was to... She was worried that you were a danger.
I get it. At the same time, I'd rather not, you know... Please don't call Mona to do it again.
Okay.
It was unpleasant at best.
I'm sure there are ways that we can make sure that, regardless of if it's Mona or anyone else, ways that we can find to make it easier that that doesn't happen again.
I mean, I was already transparent enough. My bracelet and my sword, the only two things that give me the ability to do magic. And who knows, maybe there's a reason I need to be extra restrained, because who knows. Everyone here seems to have an innate ability to cast, so I don't know how the world affects me or whatnot. I get it, but at the same time, like, if I don't know my own abilities, I don't think she would know, you know?
When you're faced with an absence of information, there are many people take the cautious route.
I get it's just one day out of every month. But like,
One day means much more to you than it would at least to me.
That's true.
I mean, consider it from my point of view. I have a very small collection of things that's in my bracelet. I read it all. They left some information on it. But as far as I'm aware, I've only been alive for 3.5 months. 4 months now. Almost. I don't have anything before that. So one day is agonizing.
Well, I don't necessarily
It'll become
understand.
easier with time, but
I can empathize. Maybe there are ways we can try and make it more pleasant for you. Not fun, but at least more pleasant.
I was thinking of like a panic room
Mm.
where they have like an entire room. They don't have to be tied up. They just are existing in a bedroom for a day or a night.
Would be better.
It's not like I'll remember it. But whenever I, wake up again, I guess there's no technical way to tell if it's me or her. But, I guess it's technically just me, it's just my directives are active.
Does she remember the things that you know when you're like that?
No, she doesn't. She didn't know who I was. First time.
Then there's a pretty easy solution to that. Teach you a specific code that tells us that it's you.
Well, we don't know it's transferred between us, but I guess so long as I remember it.
If you didn't
and
know who
she
I
doesn't get my bracelet.
She didn't know who I was.
We could test
Under a
before,
different assumption.
like we could
We should
see if you know people.
We should also try to figure out what the trigger is.
Probably. Preferably, we can get rid of
things,
this
but there's
as a problem entirely.
But this would probably end up causing directives to turn on. If you could find the word.
Maybe.
Or whatever they say. Just don't let me have the bracelet. I'm sure you guys could handle the sword, but the bracelet's the most important part. Anything to avoid going back is all. But
Probably there.
yeah. But for now, I guess we don't have to worry about it.
Well, I'm worried about it. And I'm trying to formulate some solutions to make things easier and less inhumane.
Yeah, Finley.
This is my job. Coming up with creative solutions.
Creative department.
Uh-huh.
I see.
I was informed about
Panic room is a
that
pretty
I
good
would-
idea.
That I would likely be talked to a few months ago, but I assume affairs
If
were
that's something
busy.
you'd be comfortable with.
Yeah, definitely.
Sure. That's
Shall I
fine.
explain further with filling in the
We can talk about it more.
I imagine Mr. Kirby is probably asleep. In front of the both of us,
I'll see you two later, alright? I'm gonna head back.
I guess you could say I'm
See you soon.
Head off, so whatever.
keeping up with the day, though. I should be able to
See you later,
figure
Amanda.
something out.
See ya.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, my phone.
Is it normal for them feta to do
I know.
that now? Are they going for like an emo phase?
So I think you can get up there. It's right there. This is the elevator.
I don't know
It's more if we're
That might
allowed
be
up
only
there.
for residents.
little piece of paper just flies up to you. And this is
I
my
take
house.
it they're more of,
Yes.
despite
Okay.
their original white feathers, they're more of they're from a raven lineage.
Like to join me in the park?
Ah, okay. So they should be black.
I'm not showing you anywhere.
We're sitting next to each other. I don't think she would assume that we're.
No, I
The only problem is finding a place to make a panic room. Until they,
True. Well, you actually what you could do is purchase the apartment early and then install one.
I would have to actually own something for that.
Yes.
I don't think that would be very renter friendly. I
You can get
guess
one of the underground apartments.
Are those purchasable to fully own rather than just rent?
Depends. Depends if you can convince the owner.
I don't know how convincing I'd be. Especially considering they'll probably assume I'm a half elf and
True. I might
there's tensions there. I don't think they'll mind me renting a place, but trying to purchase it. They'll think I'm like trying to gentrify it.
I was actually about to use that term.
Uh-huh.
I might have to do it instead.
Well, we could also just make it at my estate.
True, you can just spend the money.
Mm. It's not like I don't have plenty.
Since you actually own the land, and it's probably the land around it, you can actually build a bunker next to your estate that goes underground.
That's probably easier because, to be fair, building something inside of the actual building would require me to renovate the building. I'm sure it's sturdy, but you know, questionable building materials.
So that, or hammock.
That entirely depends where you want to be.
Well, it's almost like I asked you.
Well, I would prefer to sit with you, so it's either chairs or hammock.
Those are the only options.
No, there is also the table.
I'm
That's
not sitting on a table.
no. I mean these. You know what I mean. You're just intentionally.
You can just sit on my lap. Am I wrong?
Do you want to sit on a couch or the hammock? Do you want to spread your legs?
Out, but... No, that's your job.
Hi, Guns. Thank you. It's not only my job. The complicated part of any hammock is getting on the hammock.
Especially if someone's in it.
Mm-hmm.
Good?
Mm-hmm.
Good?
Yeah. I was imbalanced. That's all. So do you have any plans for tonight?
Any plans for what?
Do you have any plans for tonight?
Just hanging out with a pretty vampire.
So you think I'm pretty?
I know, it's very dangerous. Oh, I made that up. I'm aware.
I know, but I like to hear you say it. That's allowed. I'm
That's
also
fair.
not
Say his
gonna
main type.
tease you for it. Because it's fun.
I know. I also tease you because it's fun.
Mm. I've been doing it all
Doesn't like
night.
any reaction out of you. I'm well aware. You've been doing it since the party.
Uh-huh. Almost like I'm hinting at something.
Oh no, you make your hints abundantly clear.
Mm-hmm.
I reciprocate. Otherwise, we wouldn't have the quickie.
Do you want to help me get an apartment?
Sure. Do you want an apartment in the high city or the borough?
The
I know
borough.
you said the borough, but since you're doing the bunker, are you going to do the bunker idea for your estate?
Uh-huh.
Okay, then do you want a rooftop apartment or do you want an underground apartment?
I think having a roof would be fun.
There are gardens on the roof. You would have to
Ooh.
deal with the blood vine, but
That's fine. I don't think I'm having to deal with it.
oh.
I think it's interesting.
Most likely you purchase the apartment and they'll have blood vines there ready because of probably the previous attendant.
Mm.
You can remove them if you want. Place them with your own flowers.
Why would I do that?
I don't know. Maybe you want different flowers.
I could add on to it with different flowers, but I don't think I would want to remove them.
I actually have no idea if the vine works well with other plants.
Mm.
That would be interesting to figure out.
One way to find out. Probably either a gardener or florist somewhere in the borough that might know.
Oh yeah, there's quite a few. You can also talk to a shaman. They'll know more about that particular vine. They're pretty easy to spot if you know where.
I just figure it's probably easier to help you with your long-term goal if I'm able to stay in the borough. And it opens up
It
options.
would be pretty funny though. It would be pretty funny for you to walk around in the borough though. See all the orcs around. Everyone probably thinking you're a half elf.
Uh-huh. And I have full intent to let them think that. It's easier than them thinking I'm a vampire. I'm sure you
True.
noticed at the party. Well, parties.
Yes. Yeah, I was aware.
Mm.
I prefer when you're fully relaxed.
I used to hide it less, but people get weird. They either
You
get
told me. They want to.
scared of me, or they want me to bite them. Or they want me to turn them.
Is it, I was actually about to say, is that like a one is that, oh, you're a vampire, that's sexy, or the other one being, oh, you're a vampire, you're my key to immortality.
Uh-huh. It's very annoying.
I don't
So,
have to deal with that particular issue, but yeah.
I just generally let them think what they think. which tends to be half elf on account of the ears.
Yes. I think they would be a lot less curious of you as soon as they saw.
As soon as what?
As soon as they see me.
Probably.
Oh, they're getting work. Of course, that's why they're here. We're not dating. Sorry.
All but dating.
Actually, if you get a rooftop apartment, have to date there.
Mm-hmm. It would be nice. Like a celebratory land ownership date.
Hit a
But
champagne
not so
bottle
much
on the edge of the
ownership.
apartment.
I do think they'll find it curious that the orc lives in the high city and the half elf lives in the borough.
Yep. That would be an interesting conversation. If we could soundproof the apartment, yeah.
Uh-huh.
That would be so nice.
Preferably we can find somewhere that they're willing to let me make some changes. So that way we can soundproof it efficiently.
I can ask around.
And not get in too much trouble for breaking things.
Yeah, I can ask around. I can ask Draka or Scarla. A couple others. They might know a person who's renting an apartment who's more amenable. Sorry if the texture of Tusk is unpleasant for you.
I actually kind of like. I wouldn't have thought of tusk nuzzles as a favored form of endearment, but I actually do like it a lot.
Fun.
How does your neck feel? Better?
Yeah. The soreness is mostly just all gone and marks.
It looks like it fully healed.
Yeah. I think give it another day and it'll be fully gone. Slice it.
No. Finley's a vampire originally a human, but it's easier to fake being that than anything else. Because Finley's
Got any plans
ears
tonight?
became sharp. Just to hang out with a handsome orc.
Oh,
Maybe sit in his lap some more.
maybe come over. Cuddle.
My favorite activity. Well,
Oh yeah.
one
Hmm.
of.
Actually thinking about it. I was about to say.
It's involved in my favorite activity.
What's part of
Thus,
it?
it's a part of it. Thus, it's my favorite
It
activity.
goes up and then down.
Mhm.
Or the activities
It
usually go
starts.
soft.
It starts with cuddling. Then it's like a hill slope, and then it eventually lands back at cuddling.
Yeah, and depending if it's a quickie or not, it's up
Mhm.
again, and then it goes down again, up, down again.
I like doing the softer parts particularly.
Yeah, I did too.
Mostly because I like
It's
to see your reactions to it.
yes, I am aware. Honestly, that's probably why the opposite's true for me a little bit because I like seeing your reactions to the parts.
Mm. Technically, I very much enjoy both. I've
So do I.
gotten a lot of meaningless sex. Actual intimacy that I haven't had since I was alive. Well, I almost had it a few times, but very short-lived.
For me particularly, I ever had like 3 very serious relationships. The rest of them have been hookups and things.
Mm. I've had one serious relationship. A few almost got close to. And other than that, just one night stands.
Hmm.
Maybe a few repeated
I think
hookups.
fuck buddies. I think that's the term.
Yes.
Friends with benefits.
Or like
Two wayward ships at dock. My all my serious relationships. I think you actually would be my first guy
Mm.
in that category.
I kind of assumed. Given you
Fair.
don't meet many of my type.
True. There's not a lot of there's not a lot of small and cute that won't break. Very
Durable
small window.
twigs.
Steel twigs.
Durable.
Yes. Well, it's not just durability. It's not like well, yes, that too, but it's not the breaking part. It's the lasting part.
Mm. I assume generally you only get one of them, if even.
Yeah. If you. Well,
I understand.
I've been with quite a few of the more different races. Some like a Lamia, for instance.
Mm. Maybe you'll have to tell me.
These are Lamia. Pretty sure you've seen the tail cuff. I used it on Amanda.
I noticed. Didn't want to assume though.
Say it again?
I didn't want to assume.
Ah, that's fair. But yeah, that was from a previous relationship.
Mm. Having a second apartment will be.
There's something I want to try.
Hmm?
What? Having a second apartment. What?
Will make things easier with Jaden,
True.
which is the
Depends
main.
on what you want to do with it. You gonna let him stay there, or is it gonna be like he stays in my apartment and I go over
Probably we go over there when we want to be alone. I think it's less disruptive to him.
That's fair.
I can make it a love nest.
Yes.
What were you gonna say? You want to
I
try
was thinking
something?
of yeah. You want to try lying down? The hammock.
Like for some reason I might have difficulty with doing that, but
Ah, never mind then.
I feel like for some reason at an atmospheric level, I can only lie
Okay.
flat.
Yes, yeah.
Mm.
Oh,
Besides, we can save the lying down portion for later.
yeah, that's true. Would you get a pet? Do you have your own apartment?
I don't know. I feel like probably not. Maybe something low maintenance.
You know what's low maintenance? Cat. Even though I would worry about you, though. Fly home as a bird and your cat mistakes you.
Mm. whatever I get, it needs to be something that would be fine on its own sometimes. I'm still going to spend a lot of time with Ivanka.
That's fair.
There will be a point
Honestly, playing.
that I'll probably have a talk with her about me staying near you more consistently. But that'll be probably a lot down the line.
Yeah.
I admittedly tend to think
The
about
future.
the future a lot. Already had the conversation with her in my head. As well as several conversations with you. But those are future conversations. Probably.
It's cute that you're thinking that far ahead.
Mm. I kind of can't help it. Days have gotten weirdly slower with you around.
What do you mean?
Before, it was kind of just doing whatever I could to fill time. Going about my normal routines. I mean, sure, I did different stuff, but I wouldn't necessarily call myself particularly spontaneous. I think that much is clear.
Yeah, you're very much a planner.
And I don't branch out very much.
That's
But
relative. I understand.
now, I'm, I guess, living in the moment more. Or savoring the moments, I guess.
When you have so much of time, I guess it starts elongating the more you're doing the same thing. And when that changes, you're more focused on the moment.
Their entire years, I couldn't really tell you anything of note that I did.
Mostly writing?
Mostly. Writing and research. Writing, research, more writing. Eating.
Was research going out, or was it just
drinking,
reading?
rather. Depends. Sometimes going out. Depends on which era I was in. I used to be a lot
That's
more
why you
shy.
went to. Oh.
Incredibly so. Still kind of am, but not as much.
I notice you get nervous sometimes.
I'm also typically a lot more closed off.
Has that recently been changing? Or was that like they got better over time?
It's recent change. There have been periods I wasn't closed off, but it always tended to lead back to that. Kind of difficult not to be somewhat closed off from at least those who aren't in my immediate household.
Because you're away from your own group, which is the other vampires. You didn't really go into the other group, which is the non-vampire much.
Mm,
So you're very much in your own bubble.
basically. But now I found it in
I'm glad
between.
you found. Glad you found everyone.
I am too. Kind of glad Double tried to eat me. Otherwise, I probably would never have actually talked to you.
Yeah,
Admired you quietly from afar.
pining.
Bird pining. You have a little bird stalker.
I'm glad I picked you in the bear.
Still kind of surprised you did. Why did you?
That's a spooky fucking highway, if that's what you call a highway.
Seems like you knew other people more. You only just met me.
Of the two, they only had two options because Mona specified on either end a hand holding thing. So it's either you or I believe her name is Dr. Vina. And neither of you I knew.
So why me then?
You're a cuter.
That makes sense. I am technically your type, and I don't think she qualifies as it.
No, she's way too short.
And soft.
Yes.
Mm.
Thinking about the space between here and here.
I know. No, I'm thinking about it.
Sorry. You know, I talked to Mona about it.
Mm. No, I don't
Talked
know
to
that you
Mona
talked
about
to
it.
Mona about it.
She apparently can make parts intangible, but I don't know for how long.
Mm.
Hold on.
Or if there's any side effects. These are kind of important to you.
Yes. When I talk to, I want to talk. Frankly,
Huh?
like maybe make something like something mechanical, like tangible.
Maybe.
That was Mona's suggestion.
You could also get something like to enchant your jewelry.
Ooh. I don't know enchanters. Do you know an enchanter?
I know something close to it. I've seen a few things in the meta pages.
Hmm.
There's
I don't believe.
what's it called?
What?
It's not an enchanter. It's people, a person who deals with magical items.
I think those are called magical item dudes. So I don't know what
They
they have a
make
specific name.
them
Oh, artificer.
that. There were a few
That's
artificers in there.
That's what Vincent is.
Mm.
A little bit, at least. At least makes more tech than magically.
I feel like it's probably. I'd rather not deal with Vincent personally.
That's fair.
You
If
can
you
if
find
you
someone,
wish.
just let me know.
I'll have a look through. I remember seeing a few when I last checked it. I was looking for a bakery.
Okay.
Wow, Jack, hello! How was your RP today? So when do you want to get out of here?
Whenever you want to.
As much as I like outside
What do you want to do
cuddles,
that?
I
Do you want inside
also would
cuddles?
enjoy inside cuddles.
Is it because I take off my shirt?
Yes.
Understandable, have an essay. You know what's gonna happen though, right?
Mm.
Carrying you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I can deal with fair trade.
See if I... What's the fair trade?
If you take off your shirt, I can take off my pants.
Deal. No.
Now the question is if you can get off of this without putting me down.
I can, but it just requires core strength, which thankfully I actually have.
I
What
would
happens when you
think
work out?
so.
Strange.
Imagine.
Imagine working out.
You having core strength.
Oh, you're well aware of that.
I am very well aware. I could be made more aware.
Well, I can give you another example if you want.
I know. Only one problem with that.
What's that?
Your roommate.
I know. The eternal annoyance of my eternal cockblock.
It's not eternal. It's
I have
just,
no idea when he's going to be able to go back.
well, it's incentive for me to get a place. However little I'll use it
Sure.
by myself. I will probably have to talk to Ivanka, though, at least. If I'm going to be spending a
Oh, yeah,
lot
that's true.
more time away. She'll probably be a little disappointed. Though, then again, she can always come over. I would like you to meet her eventually.
I would also like to meet her.
She's kind
Sure,
of
I would like to meet
important to
everyone
me.
important too.
Technically, everyone in that house is relatively important to me, except for the new ones. But she's the most important. She's even more important than you. Which you would expect. Although you are becoming more and more important to me.
I'm glad.
It will only get worse. Just get so attached. At some point, you won't be able to get rid of me.
Odd. The furious vampire.
I start hanging garlic up.
I'm pretty sure I
Crosses.
asked you already. That's not even the thing, right?
No.
Crosses aren't a thing either, right?
No. It depends on the vampire.
You know, I heard a really weird theory about the crosses thing. Apparently, there's a theory that the reason why certain vampires are more like against crosses not is that their eyes are changed in the transformation to be more predator-like, and when their geometric shape is thrust in front of them, it confuses their brains, and they get stunned for a second.
Guess we'll have to try it when my eyes are different. Though probably not. But you can thrust other things into my face.
Noted.
Relatively geometric.
In other words, is it more cylindrical?
It's a geometric shape, I think.
It is a geometric shape. I'm pretty sure every shape is a geometric shape.
Oh. Math isn't a subject I studied extensively.
Considering how much has changed over the last several centuries, I don't blame you.
I was pretty good at it before, and then they changed it several times.
They changed it in my lifetime.
Several times.
Yes. A lot of times.
How much has math changed since the Victorian ages?
A lot.
Over 300 years of mathematical changes.
I'm pretty sure there was a golden age of mathematics at some point, but
I'm pretty sure.
And then the fall of it, and then the continuation. Then the modern age, then the postmodern age, and now.
I had at least relatively high marks from all of my tutors.
I am glad.
Except for the pianoforte. But that's because I didn't want to learn in the first place. Not because I don't like music, but because I just didn't. I wanted to learn other things. That one was kind of forced on me.
but it's pretty common in that era.
Mm.
Not much opportunities, movement.
I had to fight for half of my education. More than half,
Yes.
actually. But I still got it.
Were you of last time I checked, you're a double birth? That time period? That helped a bit.
It did. A bit. Other things, not so much. Mostly my parents. Thankfully, though, now I can learn whatever I want.
Ooh. You have all the time to do it.
Mm-hmm. Right now,
Imagine
my
how many people
favorite study
work.
happened. A particular one.
Who knows? Give it a little while longer. You might be able to write a book of Marcus Anatomy.
Ooh. Tempting. I'll have to do a lot of figure studies.
True. Also, empirical tests.
Mm. Long, drawn-out tests.
Yes. Vigorous testing.
Mm-hmm.
For several dozen hours.
I think you're just teasing yourself.
I like it. Yeah, a little bit. Ooh. I think I stopped it.
You're the one with the legs. Eyes.
Ooh. Wow. Yay.
Yay! Yay!
Ghost.
Coffee ghost.
Hello.
Hello.
Ghost of Coffee's
Hello.
past.
Yes.
So what
Were you
did
hanging
you need
around?
to show me, Rebo? I was watching you. I was just running around watching what everyone else was doing. I lost track of you guys for a while. I was like, oh, they're on the hammock in the park. I'll go see what everyone else is up to. Oh, my dinner's here. I'm gonna go eat dinner. Goes back to the park. They're gone.
They're gone.
Just the gays are
Just missed them.
replaced with another set of gays.
Another set of gays.
There's a new set of gays in the park.
Poggers. Trying to figure out which map I'll post for us. I don't want to switch models. Here, even though it's technically fine. They probably won't mind at this point.
Liz wanted me to tell you that she's become the manga artist of MMF.
Poggers! They'll be under me!
Yep. What the department head?
Yeah. Here, we can go to Calliope's old place.
Bunkers.
Whee!
Bo. Unless you want me to come.
Yes, I want you to come. I want to show you the model.
Okay. Oh.
I had a DM that I'm curious of. It's cozy. Yeah, I'm gonna call it here. I'll still hang out with people in VR, but who do you want to raid? Red and Kirby? Let's get Red because we recently got Kirby. As always, thank you for coming. Thank you for staying. I hope you guys had a good time. And I will see you guys tomorrow for more RP. Goodbye, couples!